sound check.
Alright, so
call me a problem solver. I put the money back harder. These bitches be calling me father. Yeah.
This is something I've been waiting to do for a long time, man. I had it in mind, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to do this with one of my closest friends, and an upcoming artist right now in the game that is killing it, doing his thing. It's a blessing to have Richie T here next to me, man. So I appreciate you, bro, for doing this with me. Yeah, this is just to, open up just the conversation to people that are into your music and just you as an artist. Like, I want to be able to let everybody understand who Richie T is and just your success so far, bro. Because you've been doing this since, 2019 was with it.
Was the end.
Yeah, man.
With it and shine, where it all started at.
Word up, bro. Just going into it, like where did your passion for music come from?
My parents both like music a lot, but different type of music, My mom like certain type of Spanish music. Got my loud ass son in the back.
Shout out Sorenzo being in here. Being here for that. Yeah. He said you.
My mom like a certain type of music. My dad like a certain type of music. But then I grew a love for hip hop on my own. More so, some R&B, but mostly hip hop. That's my go-to rap. As I got older, I started falling in love with it more and more. It just happened overnight, really.
Word. How did you just start making music, bro?
Well, they need the full story. You can't just give them half of the story. So now, for those who don't know, me and Matt met through work. We're both electricians.
That electrical work.
So
in the city,
literally,
all over the city, all over New York.
I was at a job site and then they needed people there, so they brought him and somebody else. We didn't have a deep conversation. We didn't say too much, and whatever, that was it. I ain't seen him for like a year.
That year
went by. We ended up on the same job site again. Seeing this nigga, I felt like I knew this nigga for my whole life. Like we was cool, so I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, mind you, we didn't even speak that much.
It was like a high, like cool.
Then we started chilling. After work, we had to go to the union school. It was by my crib, so he lived in Staten Island, so that trip was a lot for him. Like, he would either have to wait from 2:30 to fucking 5:30. Fucking
damn ferry, but all of that.
Standing in the corner like a whore or something.
As well. Yeah.
In the middle of the cold.
Word up.
So then I'm like, yo, you can just pull up to my crib. For those who know me, I always listen to music all the time, 24/7. I listen to music. And the hookah. You know me, you know
Hookah king right here.
So we just be there, chilling, smoking. And he's like, yo, you know I make music, right? I'm like, yeah, everybody make music, nigga. Nigga, put it on. I do not listen to that type of music ever in my life. But now I'm going in there with open ears. I'm like, wait, this nigga, like, I felt like I knew somebody who about to be famous. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. And he's like, yeah, you should rap. I'm like,
well, nah, that ain't how it started. It started because you was playing some beats. I think you was playing some beats. And like we were listening to music. And we was like going back and forth on like music that you listen to. Like you put me on the dirt heavy. Yeah. And Meek Mill, you know what I'm saying? No Meek Mill lover. And then I remember you put on like an instrumental and stuff. And I think we just started freestyling.
Yeah.
That's where
that shit it was supposed to stay there.
Yeah. At that time, you ain't see it, man.
It was supposed to stay there. Then he told me I should do a real song. That's when I downloaded Rap Chat.
Facts.
Remember we was trying to do that song, but it didn't want to work. Like it kept coming off beat. Remember?
Yeah. When it was on Rap Chat.
The first song we tried to do. That shit was a fail. Till this day, it's not done.
Word up. Damn freestyling, man.
Then we was freestyling, came up with it.
That was something different. We was saying something totally different before we really started writing.
Talking about microwaves and shit.
It definitely was. Talking about microwaves. Yo, looking at it, just freestyling.
Yo, that shit was funny.
But nah, that's definitely where I heard your voice, bro. For real. When we was just freestyling, you was in a realm that you felt like I heard your voice. Like you was just having fun. You know what I mean? And it felt like it was your kind of space and you enjoying that. Yeah. Shout outs to my daughter in the back.
She just getting one out. Just getting one out.
Damn kids.
But that's really where it started. But it wasn't serious because remember we went to the studio with JB and West.
Right.
I was still not serious.
Right.
I was like, yeah, we could do shows this and that. I'm like, oh.
It's like, oh, you was just having fun. You was having fun, but I was on you.
Definitely a big push that I would have never got.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I appreciate that because I swear to God, this would have never.
Look, man, you doing it, bro. You doing it. You got songs in. You got check his SoundCloud out. Richie T.
Sugar in this.
Yeah, that slaps. I'm proud to see your growth from that moment, man. You know what I'm saying? From a time where it was just like, it was for fun, like we just freestyle.
Facts.
But we made songs out of that.
Bang,
you know what I'm saying? Sean, listen,
that's where it started.
Yo, for real.
That's where it started.
That was song number 2 after With It.
That song forever has its own spot for certain reasons that only we really know about, but...
You want to share that story of how Sean came to be?
We was drunk,
yo,
tired.
We just drunk. We spent the whole night out.
Drunk and
we
tired.
had New York nights, man. After work.
We over here listening to beats on Rap Chat. Boom. You write down our verse. We heard that shit. Write down our verse.
Both falling asleep.
So I'm rapping my verse. I'm like, I'm like, this shit hard, right? Son over there like
on the wall.
Yeah. I'm like, nah.
We gotta sleep, Chief.
We just decided to put that shit on hold and go to sleep. And that was the smartest shit I done. That probably would have been a different song had we finished it out. The only thing we had was the fucking hook. That's it. That's what we had. And we was trying to push it. The sun is out already. We like fucking have
whole day.
He said his verse first and I was like, fuck. I didn't even hear that shit. I said my shit, boy, half asleep. We were like, you know what? Let's just continue tomorrow.
Yeah.
That shit, that's definitely a classic right there.
For real, man. We shot a video, everything to that.
And there's no lies in that song.
Nah, we really live that. Really do that. Know when we go out,
that's why
it's gotta go down.
Much sense. Like,
Nah, for real. Like, we would work in the morning, do our electrical work in the morning.
What time though we started?
Yo,
up at 4 a.m.
It's crazy.
Work at 6. Get out 2:30. Go home. Work on music. After work on music, we go out to the city. Do the same shit.
For real.
It's different. And we not no drug dealers. We not no scammers. None of that. We went to work. We hard working men. So it's
facts, man.
I ain't shitting on nobody, but I don't see nobody doing that. I don't know nobody.
People work an honest job.
I ain't know nobody do that because I don't know. That's just what it is.
So going into your music, bro, like what now, like from that time, like just, talking about how you used to freestyle and we came up with those songs and stuff, like what's your writing process now? Like how do you write your songs now? I know you mentioned Rap Chat,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I know you work through Rap Chat. So like what's your writing process now?
So go on Rap Chat. Run down beats the whole day. Some days I could first beat I fucking click. That's the one right there.
What triggers you to a like a beat on Rap Chat? Like what kind of sounds?
It's not even It's not even one. It's not even one. It depends how I wake up. If I wake up on some sexy shit, I grab
just
some
to
wine.
Grab the wine, get some fly,
Grab some wine.
get the right energy, the right, the mood in there.
Get in my sexy shit. If I want some drill shit, I'm standing up with the hookah in my hand. And if it's some deeper, I actually want to talk about something, I sit down and pull out that highest shit, like the hookah, and get a beer. And I just freestyle over the beat.
Yo, what's...
If I don't like what I say, then I correct it after written down, but I freestyle first because I feel like the flow is coming better.
Like if you freestyle, right? Do you ever go off of just a concept that comes, like the first thing that comes to your mind, and then just freestyle off of that?
Yeah, like the beat, I feel like has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
Some beats like a certain topic belongs on that kind of beat. Like
just to feel.
When you hear fucking the Baby, Megan Stallion beat, them bouncy beats, booty shaking. That's the topic.
Right. Yeah. It's just the feel out of what you're hearing.
You feel me? So most of the songs is like that. When you hear fucking drill beat, you don't have to listen to the words yet. You assuming it's about guns, this and that. And I feel like it's the same.
The same.
When you hear R&B slow beat, you assuming it's either heartbroken, sex, along those lines.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like that. Like, when me and you freestyle before the beat drop, we're already rapping.
Yeah, you just go off of something. That's something to me, that's something unique, man. That's something different. Like, because to me, that's starting whatever you want, no matter how the beat come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of just creating whatever you feel comes to mind first. Before, all it takes is a little melody to hear in the beginning.
That's crazy. Y'all don't
Practice.
understand. Hours.
Just doing it.
Hours. You know how many songs we could have made if we was actually writing shit down? We was just playing around, freestyling, bobbing.
And you have voice
We did that
memos.
for some time before I even started really making the song.
Facts.
We did that for
Facts. Got a lot of voice memos. You know what I'm saying? Before even getting on Rap Chat. You had put me on the Rap Chat, but that shit didn't work on a Droid like that. Shout out to Team Droid. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I was like, shout out to Rap Chat, because then if it wasn't for Rap Chat, I would have been starting making music. I was like, there has to be a way to record, because on the iPhone, I was using Snapchat, remember? But then, so I had to write my lyrics on a paper and then record those 15-30 seconds that you have on Snapchat, and that's it. Yeah. I'm like, there has to be a fucking app for this. Yeah. That's how I found Rap Chat. That shit was clutch.
It's crazy how that evolved too for you. Like you able to mix and master on that, right?
Remember we used to have to whisper like this, because you can't put the beat too high, because then it's gonna overlap.
Thank God you had a high table too, because for me it's right here, it's right at my shoulder, so I didn't have to. You gotta damn crouch. That's some shit, yo.
That was just funny ass.
Yo, and it's crazy. Now you got a mic, you got your whole setup in there. You know what I mean? It makes it easier,
way more comfortable.
Yeah, it's crazy how that
to record.
Who's your inspiration in music? Like who you influenced by is
it's like
writing wise.
It's like a whole bunch of people. I ain't even gonna lie.
Give me your top three.
Top three?
Yeah.
Dirk, Chef G, and Lil Baby.
What do you take into your music from Lil Durk?
The way he harmonizes, on songs, even though he's not a singer, he makes it into a singing song without even singing like that, just dragging out certain words and shit. Lil Baby, he on top of the beat all the time. If you take the beat off, he sound exactly the same. It still sound like a song because he just on it. All the time, he always go before the beat even drop. And then the beat drop. Yeah. He already going crazy.
Got that cadence already.
And he's not my top 5 favorite rappers, but I love that shit about him. That shit is hard. And Chef G is the opposite, but I still be doing songs like that. That follow that shit. He has them pauses. So you gotta listen to every line. You get to hear every line. You know, he does that. Now you have time to process what he just said, then on to the next one. That shit is
Still
hard. And then, you know, the beat selection, Chef G.
Yeah, the beat selections is crazy.
What? Them shits
They
different.
Yeah, it give you like an idea, like to, like, I feel like it's like an open world of however you want to attack it.
You know, there's a lot of beats that you don't really have a lot of options on what flows to do.
What do you think about rap in today's time? Like what the direction is of how hip hop is?
I think it's good in a certain way because every 2 years is a new sound.
Word up.
A song that dropped 2 years ago that was hot, you can't drop right now. It's not gonna work. A lot of people talk about that. A lot of rappers sound the same, but it's just because that's what's hot right now. So, example with drill, when that shit first got hot, how many drill rappers to this day are there?
Yeah,
because that's what's hot. So obviously, that's what the fans want. So all the rappers gonna jump on it. It don't mean that everybody want to rap the same. It's just what's hot. People trying to come up. I did the drill song. That's not my go-to music.
Yeah.
It's just something.
It's something.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like it also being where we're from, like that area, and what's trending at that time in that area. Like everybody's jumping on that. Exactly. That's why there's so many different artists that are coming up in that, in that same kind of style. It's evolved. I'll tell you that drill music has evolved since like for a couple years now.
Of course.
Like. So everybody has like a different
drill music. Fucking came from Chicago, and
yeah, it's crazy.
The technique that did not sound like the drill right now. The Brooklyn drill, and then you have the Bronx drill now that is faster paced. I think they rap like really really on top of the beat, and it's different. But I know there's the problem. What people saying that everybody sound the same. The problem is that there's way more rappers every year. Yeah. If last year there was 100, today there's
a couple
200.
Word up. It's definitely increased.
So of course, people gonna start sounding the same because there's only a certain amount of things you can do on the beat. You feel me? You have people like Young Thug. He does 500 flows a beat. So if I do a song to be similar to that, I'm gonna sound like I'm copying him at one point because he unlocked all the fucking all the flows.
I feel like there's a difference between certain artists that really want to create, like they have an open mind to create different sounds with their music versus niggas that just want to get on. They feel like doing one song that is similar to everybody, that's just gonna get them on. But a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, period, they'll do that one song that might be a little trendy at that time, but they not, they washed up. Come the next, there's songs that don't just last. It's songs that just don't last, man. They don't like that as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And that little one-time little money, you know what I'm saying? It don't really push like that, man. With that being said, like, how do you feel like you want your music to push, like just going forward as you grow as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Because you've touched, I got your flowers because you've touched different realms of music as far as Afrobeat, as far as R&B, as far as like learning how to, you be doing your little singing now, you be doing, you got some things, man. Yeah, little, you know what I'm saying? You definitely expanded outside of just drill, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put you just in one little category as far as being that kind of artist.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I want to be. I always say this, and he's not even in my top 5 favorite rappers, but Drake is a perfect example. You could put any beat, send it to him. He'll secure the job. There's no doubt. Like, you just send him the track, and he's gonna do what he gotta do. There's not too many artists that you could really be confident with any beat. There's not too many artists that you can do that. I want to be able to get on any beat or do what I have to do. Just be able to get on any beat and sound good, not just get on and sound good, actually partake in being great.
How do you practice that goal?
When I be going through beats, I don't look for a beat. Yeah. I'm not looking for a certain sound. I'm just running through beats. And whatever sound nice, it could sound like Roddy Ricch type beat, or it could sound like a Pop Smoke type beat. Whatever it is, if it sound good, I'm fuck with that beat, and whatever comes out of it, either is a scrap, which was practice, or it's gonna end up being a real song. So I don't think I struggle with that.
Your confidence in your music has definitely evolved from the beginning stages, I say. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely evolved. Like even with our music videos, man.
Yeah.
Like performances. You know what I'm saying? Like the confidence has grown in what you can accomplish in your music. With that being said, like how has your confidence increased? You know, since you first started making full songs and recording, what's made your confidence come to being Richie T?
Because I know I'm already hard on myself. Before anything, I'm real to myself. I have 1,000 songs that will never make it out because I know they don't have that. Whether I like it or not myself, I know it's not. There's no potential in it really. So I'm hard on myself, and then I have songs, and I compare it to songs that made it hot. Even it don't have to sound the same, but like what I'm talking about, the kind of beat. I'm not biased just because it's me. I just try to make sure that it's I take myself out of myself. I take my mind out of myself and look from the outside in. If I was a stranger and I heard this song for the first time, how would I think? I look at it like that and I'd be like, nah, this is actually a good song, you feel me?
Word.
And I realized they've been getting better and better and better. And I'm like, nah, I could do this.
Facts. Facts, bro. How do you know, like when you've laid down like a recording or whatever, like how do you know if it's a song you want to put out there? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you know that that's something that you want to take to the studio?
I'll burn that shit. I'll burn that shit. I hear that shit for like at least a week.
Word up.
At least a week.
Yeah.
But there's some songs though that you hear
feeling.
right then and there.
It's like, nah, this gotta be it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I felt that.
Shit. My brothers, I didn't have to hear no. My brothers, I knew that shit before I had something written down. I just heard the beat. I'm like, this is it right here.
Y'all check out My Brothers. Let's Do It on Spotify by Richie T.
Yes, sir.
Check that out, man.
Music video to Let's Do It also.
Yeah. I feel like there's a story to every song that you've released so far. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's work behind it. You know, even Ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
That was my first song.
That was your first breakout single, man.
Bitch. Whoa. That was him saying
that was your first breakout single. Yo, remember? Yo, you want to tell the story?
I finished recording. This is my first single by myself.
I was there. I had the pleasure to be there.
He was like, wait, I want to do something. Everybody like, fuck.
Shout out to Doc, man.
Yeah, shout out to Doc. She like, oh, he gonna go in there and fuck up the song. He went in there. I'm not hearing shit. Like I don't hear nothing. You're not saying nothing.
One little drip, man.
Bitch. I'm like, oh, that shit.
Yeah, that shit
was hard.
You know, I just had to put a little dribble in there. It felt right.
It did the job.
You know what I'm saying? It felt right, man. That was fire. That was dope. Besides, music, like what else are you into?
Hookah.
Hookah's up there. Hookah. This man is the hookah king. This man is gonna own his own hookah store. I promise you. He's gonna have his own hookah lounge. It's gonna happen. We putting that in the talk. That's coming into action.
Yeah, I want to slide into a hookah lounge.
Does hookah influence your music at all? Like in anything that you talk about in your music?
I've used that shit like once.
Yeah.
I've used that shit like once. I don't really talk.
I remember your rap chats, like you'll have the hookah burning in the background before you start recording. You hear that bubbling.
Like, right in the back of that shit.
That shit remind me of Weezy, like before he rap. You hear him take a puff. Lighter. Yeah, with the lighter. Yeah, take a little puff.
Nah, that's funny because when I'll be doing the ad-libs, I'll forget like that it's recording and shit, so I'll just start smoking my shit while doing the ad-libs, so that shit will always come out. I'll be like, yo, when you hear the hookah in the back, you know that shit about to slap.
That shit happening. It's like you know who that is. I feel like that's your signature, bro.
I might do that every song.
Yo, I feel like that's your signature, just hearing that bubbling.
Too tough. I'm gonna start saying that ad-lib and too tough.
Word,
but definitely hookah, you know, going to work, electrician, 6 years.
Facts.
They didn't start the other day. They think that niggas just started the other day and shit. 6 years.
Crazy.
And chilling with my guys, you feel me? With my son. But my son, that's an obligation. That's not something I want to do. It's something I have to do and I love doing. That's not,
Word.
That's something aside from that.
Word. How do you balance out the work life, man? I remember we used to do shows for Power 105.1, you know, at night, go to work in the morning.
Till 3 in the morning.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? We'll be up barely sleeping at them times, but like, how do you yourself personally, like, how do you balance out what you need to do versus what you want to do with, you know, the music?
Work is physically tough and music is mentally tough, so it's like it kind of makes it a long day, but you know, we enjoy making music.
Facts.
It's not a job. I don't see it as a job, like, oh my god, I gotta do this. It's the opposite. It's like, oh my god, I gotta go to work. I get home, that shit is automatic. Like, I make sure my headphones is charged, my mic, that shit is I put that in charge once I get home. Shower, boom, start making music. That shit is like a routine more than anything. Like, I don't feel forced to do that. So
I feel like it's kind of like a therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like you had a rough day at work, you come home,
release that shit there.
Those were my aggressive songs come out. You know when
especially someone piss you off. Especially someone piss you off at work. That's usually
when I go to the drill. That's really when I go to the drill.
That's when the drill.
That's when I start searching the drill beats. Like, hold on now, because I got some.
Got hungry. Bro, got hungry. Say, you know what?
But also, what helps with that is how early we work. Because we get out of work at 2:30. Get home, you know, you feel like you have the whole day left. Not really now, because it gets fucking dark at 5. But on a regular, like, summer day, you know, the sun will go down to like 8 something. So you feel like you have the whole day when you get home. So you just like, you have mad time. Even if you're not vibing right now, you have time to put it down, eat, chill, do whatever you want, and you can still go back to it later.
Facts.
Like, you could really make a song a day. Do the math. That's 365 songs a year. That's crazy. Like, there's no reason to not have music. And
sometimes you knock out more than one.
That's not even exactly. That's not even forcing yourself. That's just speaking about something. They don't even have to be something about you. Like, or you don't gotta speak about shit and just feel the beat. I understand it's hard. It might be hard for people who are like already there, so they're like, they have to make music on demand. Like, oh, you the hottest artist right now. We need a song from you right now. That probably puts pressure on you that I haven't experienced yet, but I don't feel forced.
Being able to make music, sometimes it's just off of just where your mind is at that time. Sometimes, like, you know, we've done it where it could just be one line for that time being. It may not be the time to write that song, but that concept, the idea, we jot that down. You know what I'm saying? And it'll come back on later on, whether it's that day, whether it's another day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like it's almost like a superpower to be able to write like what you feel off of just a beat. And sometimes, you know, in today, like sometimes you don't even need a beat. Sometimes you just got something in mind, you know, with a melody, and it's just like, you know, you just write down that concept, and if you got to record it with a little voice memo, you know what I'm saying, that kind of melody, word up. And being that we seeing him, you mentioned that you had a son.
Right.
I think this is something beautiful, man. It's wild how I have a daughter now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had kids around. A
little journey.
Yeah, I'm going to just say you jinxed me, maybe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just... I'm put it on you.
You needed a partner.
How is that, man? How do you balance fatherhood into your music career?
That's definitely, like, a little harder than it should be because of the situation. With that, I don't dwell or think about the negatives. Like, nah, that's my motivation now. Like before, I didn't have motivation. Motivation was girls.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
that's all.
I want to be around mad bitches, this and that, this and that. But that's not really motivation though. That's just like something you want right there. Like, these bitches be corny.
It's just fun.
I
like to talk to women.
After shit is done, then what? Like, you suck. You don't really have shit. Like,
how you benefit?
But when you have a son, it's like, I want to make sure if I'm not here, he's straight.
Facts. It's different, man. It's definitely inspirational to be able to have that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the situation. On that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a hard. It's hard. So it's tough. You know what I mean? But you definitely you doing it. You know what I'm saying? From my point of view, it's a blessing that to be able to do what you're able to do. You know what I'm saying? And
man, we doing
it's
it.
a lot of man. You know, we both.
It's crazy because people be like, don't have kids. When you have kids, your life is over. Yeah. My life never been this good.
Say that, bro. That's shoot.
My life never been
this good. I'm glad that we kind of had kids at the same time because we relate more.
It was not planned.
Understand
I don't know if you planned it.
It wasn't planned. None of the. No, I didn't. Nah, that wasn't. I don't know if he planned it. Mine's wasn't. That wasn't planned either, Chief. We was born. That was we was part of Slip and Slide. That's all it was.
It was Six Flags.
You know what I mean? So, you know, but I feel like God has a way of showing you things for, you know, putting things in your path to show you where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And to give you goals that you can accomplish as you go. How do you feel when he like looks at you on the screen?
First of all, that nigga's favorite song was "Let's Do It."
That's his favorite song.
To say, I got videos, y'all don't believe me, and that shit hard.
Word.
That's his favorite song.
Let's do it. Check that out. Richie shot a music video to that. Let's do it. Being on just music videos right now. You know, I heard that we did a little something not too long ago. This song is called Whiskey. Let's dive into that. Like recording that song, we decided to make that music video. Like just came up with the idea, concept behind it and everything. We was blessed to be able to travel and become cowboys. Step out of our usual boundaries out of my element. Yo.
I never even been to Texas.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to the family.
I swear to God, I feel like since we made that shit, we spoke about that already.
Facts.
Like, we gotta be in Cowboys. Like,
word up. Just the idea behind it.
So that was like, we just never secured it, but it was already a thought.
All right.
Then, how did that come up? I think you brought it up.
We was able to.
So you're like, yo, I'm gonna go to Texas. No. Shout out to Unc.
Yeah.
He gave he was a plug for everything.
Definitely was a flexer out there.
He was a plug for everything.
Hit him up, asked him about that. He was definitely a plug for everything. Shout out to Unc, man.
Yo, show me love like family. Like, I felt like I knew him forever. That was my first time meeting him.
Yeah, man. Like the song itself. You know what I'm saying? Do you wanna talk about that? Like how that came to be, where the hook came from?
Alright, so I was dealing with a producer. You know who he is. He used to make beats and send it to me. If I was feeling it, I'll get on it. If not, he'll pass it on. So he sent me that. It was like, at that moment, I was getting on everything he sent me, whether I liked it or not.
Facts.
Because I was just hungry to be in the studio.
Hungry.
Go all the way out to Jersey.
Working, talk out to Jersey from where? From Brooklyn. That was a trip.
He was doing the hook, but he was doing it like very different. Like very different.
It wasn't your style. It wasn't your style, man. That's all it is. Wasn't your style.
So I'm like, let me come up with a hook. He was like, oh, well, how about you do the hook then? So I just switched it around, made it fit like my type of shit.
Yeah, I remember he sent it to me.
But it was just vibing. Like It was just he bodied that beat. That was a hard beat, and we just walked on it.
Word.
Not being cocky, but we walk on everything.
I mean, you got proof. You know what I'm saying? Our music ain't no. You know what I'm saying? You go from With It to Shine to Loyal to Ride It to whichever one, you know what I'm saying? All them songs got something to it. You feel me? Ain't no gimmick. Yeah. I remember listening, like when he sent me that song, and I think it was just your first verse. And Richie had me rapping, y'all. I'm not a rapper like that. We do it for fun. But I hear Richie, and every time I hear Richie, he encourages me to be like open up my boundaries from singing to rapping. And you know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that like you encourage me with, like opening up to being able to rap on a song more so than sing. But the melody is still there, the vocal is still there, but it's more on rapping terms. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that you definitely I'll say pass to me. And it's like, hold up, man, I'm about to get with you. That shit gets me on with it. Word. So I, this song is.
That's why it's different. Like he has his own songs. I have my own songs, but it's different when we come together. Cause whatever I do, it's gonna make him think of something else besides what he was thinking.
Facts.
Whatever he
Vice
do,
versa.
It's gonna have him thinking like,
I could attack it this way. Or, we come from two different sounds.
It's not like with like a song with somebody else. Let's say, I wouldn't give a fuck what they really doing, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna just do what I feel like I want to do. But for me, since you got a connection more than just music, you feel me? So it's like, I trust what he doing on the song, and he trusts what I'm doing on the song. So we make that song the best it could be.
Facts. Talk about it, go back and forth about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes a great production.
It's an open song. Doesn't matter whose verse it is, whatever. It's an open song, and that's what it is. It tends to be like when it's more towards the rap song. Like we kind of go a little bit off more what I'm gonna do. When it's slower R&B-ish, I lean towards him because I know he know what to do on that shit, and then we just make that shit whatever the fuck we want to do.
For real, we definitely mesh around with our styles together, man.
Definitely.
Definitely
style benders.
Yeah, for real, style benders. That's I like that. That's a different kind of title right there. When we was in front of my uncle's crib and we were shooting a video for Whiskey, and this woman was walking by, and she had the daggone the ski sticks.
Ski sticks.
Shout out to this woman, man. She brought something up about how she was recovering from cancer. Something about her heart.
She was doing a walk. That's what she was training. Right. She was training for that walk.
Yeah.
That heart. She had open heart surgery and stuff like that. That's
right.
What she was talking about. She spun the block on us.
Definitely did. She thought we was up there.
One time.
She saw my uncle's the Lambo.
Like, what the fuck?
Saw the bike.
What the fuck? She hiking in the middle of Texas,
moving on concrete.
Nah, but she came back though. She asked for a picture with us.
Yeah, man. She thought we was on. Like she thought we was at the top of the pinnacle.
Thought we was Meek Mill and Drake.
Yeah. For real, she definitely did, man. Like, is there anything that you want to tell the people that follow you, any other rising artists? You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of advice would you give them on their journey to, throughout music or just learning their artistry?
First advice would be, you gotta be real with yourself.
Fact.
Because it don't matter what people tell you. If you yourself know what you're capable of or what you're not capable of, doesn't matter what the outside people think.
Fact.
2, your deepest fans are not gonna be people you can forget about if your friends are involved in your music shit or this and that. You can forget about that. Those are not your biggest fans, and they never gonna be your biggest fans. You gotta stay focused if this is what you really wanna do. I haven't got nowhere, but I'm way ahead of where I was 2 years ago when I first started.
I'm gonna take away that you ain't got nowhere, because you've done shows since your first year. First year you was doing shows. You know what I'm saying? I remember when you wasn't so confident in wanting to start doing the shows, but
right.
I was like, nah, bro, but this is how you gonna work. This is how you gonna get it in.
Right.
And we did what? We did 5 of them. We got on Power 105 showcases.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did that. Came to Jersey, did shows. Your first year rapping. You know what I'm saying? And you got comfortable.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
That's you definitely, you've grown within that first year of your debut music, of you just being a rising new artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just had to throw your flowers out on that, but you can continue. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all know. You know what I mean? He ain't just out here not doing nothing. Just making songs.
You gotta find somebody that's within the music, but know them outside of music. Because that is helpful and will keep you focused on what you gotta do. For example, like you are to me. If you take yourself out the equation, even if I started music, I wouldn't have nobody to go to. Because there's nobody that understands it. Either they in the music industry and I know them because of that, or they was friends and they know me outside of music and they don't want that side of me. But now there's people outside of music, they're not gonna understand that music side, and there's people in music that I don't want to tell my personal side because I only know them through music. So I feel like that's very helpful for somebody who's making music. You need to have somebody, at least one person that you could do both with.
Right. Well, listen, man, this has definitely been a pleasure. I feel like this is something, just off of this music video that we just did, that we put work in for a whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like this is something that was needed, and it inspired me to be able to do this and go forward with shooting that opportunity of giving funds to a charity. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna open up a GoFundMe page, you know what I'm saying? And I would like anybody out there that is willing to help out with that, very much appreciate it. And I appreciate you doing this episode with me, bro.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
You know you my brother, so everything goes, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Whether it's to make a video, go beat somebody up, you know.
We can make a video like that too. A video coming soon. Upcoming. But look, man, I don't have a name for this Webbisode yet, this podcast, whatever the hell you want to call it. So even with that, you could drop a comment on what you think I should name this, but this is definitely going to be ongoing. If you are digging what we bring into the table, there will be more about this, about the artistry, about just growth, you know what I'm saying, as a person, and just furthering everything that you want to accomplish. Shout out to any artists out there that are growing, that want to see real talk, real stuff. Until next time, this is Richie T. It's Webb the Artist. Whiskey coming soon. Okay? That's cheers. That's do it for the kids, bro.
This is a NyQuil, man.
Do it for the kids, bro. But they going, what is why at the end?
They want to end it.
Yeah,
right?
they want to end it. The kids want to get in it and want to end it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This to any fathers out there too that can understand this. You know what I'm saying? But definitely chase your dreams, follow your dreams.
Wow,
stay tuned for more music coming. You know what I'm saying? We out.
Call me a problem solver. I put the money back harder. These bitches be calling me father. Yeah.
I just want to say, them two niggas, fuck y'all niggas, bro.